What's going on, guys? A little bit of a different story today, actually. This doesn't really relate to a trending topic, but it's something that interests me, and since I'm demonetized, I've decided I'm just going to talk about whatever I want to talk about. Now, there was one story that's actually very famous on Twitch. I actually heard about it a long time ago, back when it happened in 2013. One of the first partnered streamers, ZillianOP, who got banned because he faked having a disability for donations. You might remember the story. In fact, if you're a subscriber of Wavy Web Surf, you would have seen his documentary that has like 1 million views that he did on a very, very good video. And I say documentary, implying that it's long or whatever. It's not that long at all. You can just sit there and watch. But it goes over this Twitch streamer who he would do his streams from his wheelchair. He would talk about these stories of how hard it is being disabled, and then one day when he thought the stream was off, he got up and magically walked away. So all those donations he had farmed based off of his disability for sympathy or whatever, it was a scam. Few people ever heard from this guy again. He kind of left the internet, and I can see why. I don't really know how he'd be able to make a career ever again. Although recently he did try. Actually, this morning I woke up. You know, first thing I do when I wake up, I check my phone, check my messages, see who's hitting me up. And Tipster actually sent me this Reddit post, which comes from the Livestream Fails subreddit, which was very interesting to me. And if you take a look at it, it says streamer ZillianOP, banned for faking a disability, has returned under a new alias and just got partnered. Now, when I set out, you know, because I saw this stuff and everything was up when I was, you know, in my bed this morning. But once I got up and went over to my PC to look more into it or whatever, he already got banned before I could record. But I do have all the archives. We can take a look and prove that this is the same guy. He was partnered and he just got banned. So in this post, they include a Twitch clip, which doesn't really show anything significant, but it does show the guy, the streamer in question. Now, the clip itself is gone, obviously, because the guy got banned. However, there is an archive right here. So this new streamer's name is It's Bluish, and you can see his webcam. Well, he's blue. He's got a blue filter over his skin, so, you know, to fit with the blue theme. Now, he's a Twitch streamer. He had around 80 viewers at the time. He apparently averaged about 100 viewers. Here's his Twitter page right here. It's Bluish. Oh, look, he's blue. And there's his Twitch link. Now, if you click the link to his Twitch channel now, you will see that he was banned, and it's pretty easy to tell why he was banned. Now, before I show you the comparison footage, this is the original streamer Zillian, and this is the famous incident that got him banned when he performed a miracle.
That fight was gay on normal. Around the house. Could only imagine that it's like 1,000,000 times gayer and heroic.
I'll be back. Maybe like at the end of the expansion when it's easily outgeared.
So the disabled streamer, the guy who had his life so hard, who would just farm sympathy donations, gets up from his chair thinking that the webcam isn't turned on, but unfortunately, things were not the way they seemed. You can actually see when he comes back into the room.
And he got scared and like came inside on my lap, and I was like, oh, this is so cute, like he's cuddling with me.
He points the camera down.
He took a leak.
I'm gonna put that on mute. He points the camera down, but at that point, it's already too late for his career there. Now, this is from Wavy Web Surf's video, the same video I recommended earlier in the video. And it says here, this little excerpt, the Twitch streamer, ZillianOP, did indeed have his channel closed and his partnership contract terminated on the basis of fraud. Moving forward, we'll be offering refunds to those who subscribe to his channel through Twitch. We have zero tolerance for this type of behavior, and the character demonstrated in this situation is truly reprehensible. His actions are a huge slap in the face of the Twitch community members with real disabilities such as Arian and groups such as Able Gamers, who have helped spread a message of inclusiveness and positivity to not only the Twitch community, but gaming as a whole. So he was banned and stripped of his partnership after this clip came out. But here he is back on Twitch. Well, not anymore, but you can take a look at his social blade for his new account. It's Bluish. He had about 3,000 followers. And you might be saying, well, just because they look similar, you know, you can't just do the whole Keemstar method where you take a look at two photographs and compare the faces. Now that's, you know, the faces do look identical, but you can't just go off of that alone. You have to have more concrete evidence. Well, fortunately I do. We'll be taking a look at this video right here. Now, people, you know, while he was streaming would point out the fact that he looks exactly like Zillian. And he eventually had to address this himself. So let's take a look at what he had to say.
Here, we'll go straight to his thing here. This is the newest thing on the internet, if you guys haven't seen it. The correlation between this guy and this guy.
Tim.
Someone who was caught faking a disability. I'm sure a lot of you did see it this morning. Is it true you are ZillianOP, the Twitch streamer that faked being in a wheelchair for donations? So to fully address this, if everyone's here, both do have some major eyebrows. This guy is me, 100%. Trying to hide it, no nothing. My stream has thus far not been about ZillianOP in any way whatsoever, let alone being in a wheelchair or anything like that. There's tons of videos out on the internet with millions of views. People that gained a lot of fame off of trying to come at me really hard. I apologize, I actually haven't been awake that long. I woke up to this morning. So I can go into explaining or defending the original situation, but the easiest way is to just be completely upfront and honest and open with you guys about it. And what I can do is, I was in a wheelchair for 2 years. I started a previous to streaming. I started Diablo stream a little over 8 years ago.
So the same guy who was caught with his pants down in a very infamous incident 7 years ago now gets caught again. And this time he tries to rationalize it by like, oh, well, this stream's not about that and people just trying to attack me or whatever. My stream has never been about ZillianOP. You know, he tries to really, because he knows he's ban evading on Twitch. So he knows if people find out about this or if it's widespread, he's going to lose his channel again. So he tries to be like, oh, well, he was a character. I'm not doing that anymore or whatever. To add further legitimacy, later on in this clip, he pulls up his Facebook page showing photographs of him from the wheelchair. And if you don't believe me, I'll have a link to, you know, this exact video where I was able to find all this information. I had to do a little bit of deep digging, and I found one guy's stream where he had all of this stuff archived. So shout outs, the link will be the pinned comment if you want to take a look at everything. But yeah, you did some really great work on finding this guy and documenting exactly what he said. Zillian is not that smart. If he had done a stream where he never showed his webcam and he just, you know, he kept it low-key, I mean, really just not showing the webcam at all, I mean, there's no way anyone can prove, even if they think the voices sound similar from 7 years ago to today, there's no way they'd be able to prove it. But he had his webcam turned on, people obviously compared photographs and were like, hey, aren't you this guy from 7 years ago? And then, of course, he goes on stream and admits it. How did he not expect to get banned for this? What do you think Twitch is gonna, you know, Twitch is just gonna be like, you know, 7 years ago, whatever, we'll let you go. No, of course they're not gonna forget. They're gonna remember this damn well. I do kind of find it funny, though, how they did partner him, like, a couple days before he got banned. Like, they literally, because here's the thing about Twitch, if you guys don't know much about Twitch, is getting into the partner program, it is a pain in the ass. Like, they go through all your shit to make sure that you're, you know, a safe person, you're not, you know, causing any trouble or whatever. And of course, you have to send them all your, you know, bank info, your name, and, you know, all your personal shit or whatever. So, I don't know how they looked at his personal shit and didn't realize he was the same guy as before. Or maybe they did realize he was the same guy and they just let him on the platform, but after, like, you know, public outrage from Reddit, they decided to, you know, change their mind and they banned him instead. But I do find it funny that he did get partnered before he got banned. Like, that's an accomplishment right there. So I'm sorry, Bluish or Zillian. You got caught 7 years ago, being a scam, and 7 years later, you get caught doing the same thing again. Does it ever occur to you that maybe just streaming isn't the thing for you? I mean, you just have a terrible history. Like, history, they say history repeats itself. Look what happens. You try to come back on the platform. You try to think, you know, I'll just go on there and yeah, I'm the same guy, but it's not gonna matter. No, it does matter, unfortunately. I don't know how you thought, you know, Twitch, you know, given how anal they are about the rules or whatever, they were just gonna, like, let you come back on the platform. You know, one of the most infamous frauds on Twitch, actually one of the first frauds on Twitch, they're just gonna let you come back on again. Nope. Twitch staff, they hold a grudge and they never forget. And if Zillian or Bluish had been a little bit more low-key about it, if he had played his cards right, been a little bit more smarter, perhaps he could have slipped through the cracks. But he didn't. He got a little too full of himself, and he's paying the price, the same price he paid 7 years ago. Once again, he's paying that same price today, unfortunate as it may be. So I just noticed as I was recording this video that he's actually streaming on Mixer right now. I don't...
It says I'm uploading pretty normal, but it could be the ingest server that I'm using through Texas. I don't know.
Hold on now.
Okay, cool. He started up his stream. Anyways, it says bluish OP in the info down below. It's not actually what it's going to be. It's just straight bluish. No it's behind it or anything like that. Just straight the word bluish. Just so you guys are aware.
Okay, so I guess he's gonna become a Mixer streamer now. Fair enough, I suppose. The internet is so crazy, man. You know, these old, you know, timeless stories, you never know when they're gonna get a little bit of an update, a little bit of a refresh. And 2020, many people have said, you know, is like, it's like 2016 all over again. It's actually been a repeat of a lot of events in the past. It's kind of funny how that works out. Anyway, my name's AllYourFC. I'm gonna bounce. I'll be live on Twitch later. Unfortunately, unfortunately for Zillian, I'm actually not banned from Twitch, so I can go on there for free, without having to fake, you know, my identity. But anyway, I'll be live later on Twitch, so go check me out. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.